no further ado, I would like to welcome Morenike Molehi, our facilitator.
Can I just grab this? All right, good morning, everybody. No, this is not the energy that we are going to use to thrive this year. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, are we excited to be here today? Yes. Are we excited to create the beautiful 2024 that we desire? Yes. And even 2024 and beyond? Amazing. So before we start, because this first session we have about 30 minutes, do you guys know? Do you know the person sitting beside you? Okay, you know what we're going to do? Just for 2 minutes, this is what we're going to do. And I might or might not have a gift for you. So I want you to go around, meet as many people as you can, and the pair that have the most common thing between them would win my precious gifts today. So it might be maybe we are from the same state, but they can't hear me. Oh, can you hear me? But okay, so it might be that you're from the same state, you have the same birth month, you have the same number of siblings. Why are you guys not standing? You need to go round. Yeah, so I need to know. So if you come and then you have someone that has 5 similar things, 7, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Please don't talk to your friend that you already know before. Don't talk to your sister. All right?
Explain to them because of the virtual people. That's why we are not using the mic. Okay. So whenever you start your lecture, you keep it connected.
Okay. So I don't hold the mic anymore.
No, the mic is with you.
Okay. All right, 30 seconds more. 30 seconds more. 30 seconds. You don't know. You might be winning a trip to London. No, you don't know. Or maybe 100,000 naira. You don't know. 20 seconds more. 10 seconds. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. All right. Hey, you guys see this? I hope you don't. I'm not going to take both of it. All right, you guys, thank you. Let's settle down now. Thank you. Okay, quiet. One house, please. We have people that are joining virtually, so they need to hear our voices. It's okay now. You guys, hello. Okay, so do we have anyone that has... All right, so this is how we're going to do it. Do we have anyone that has up to 20 similarities with someone? Eh? No. You people are a mother, daughter. No. Okay, is it up to 20 or more than 20? 21. 20 similarities. Okay, ma, please come out. Okay.
So I arrived here and I looked behind me before we started. I was saying hello to people. And I realized that both of them came here with extension cables.
Right.
There's a free service.
Yes, even my phone, I feel like.
They're right now charging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 devices going on.
I think they deserve a round of applause for that. Yes. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. But we actually do need a pair. You know, no, up is not your sister. Okay, so if you have up to 20 things in common, okay, up to 10. I'm coming, I will get to you. I will just hold on. I will get to you. 20. Okay, 10. 7. 5. 4. Okay, 4. If you have 4, please come out. Quickly, please. 4. 3. 6. Okay, please come out. 6, 5, and 4. So if you have up to 6 similar things with someone, 5 or 4, please quickly let's get this rolling. So you let us know your name. One house, one house, one house, one house, one house, one house. The last person to talk owes me 100,000. All right. So did you guys know yourself before now?
No, we didn't.
So you just met yourself here?
Yeah.
Amazing. So you quickly tell us your name, and then one person will tell us all the similar things that you found about each other. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm Mayowa. So what got me attracted to her first was her name. My first name is actually Mayowa. And she stays in Bagada, she stays in Sholuyi, not just Bagada, but both Christians. We're wearing the same wristband.
Wow.
We're both ladies, and we have the same colors.
And you're wearing. You have a bonus point. You're both wearing wigs. All right, thank you. I hope that after today, you guys will stay connected. Yeah, they're giving you more things, so yes. So make sure, and then send 234 Finance a message like a year after to let us know where this relationship has headed. All right, thank you very much. All right then, thank you. Next deal.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Morning.
Morning.
Okay, so I almost wanted to give up, but I think I'll just give it a try.
Okay.
Okay, so well, we didn't know each other before now. I met Lade here. My name is Mojisola. So first thing is we are both Yoruba. Second thing is we are both in the fashion business.
Ooh.
Third thing is we both took a break.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
My name is Opeoluwa Ayo. I'm the head of business for a cybersecurity company. If I wasn't going to fail, if I knew
Yes. Failure was
failure was not an
impossible.
option,
Yes, and not an option.
I would increase my target for the year from what it is to maybe 3 times. If I know that, it's sure that I would achieve it. I'll increase my sales target for the year. That's what I'll do.
Okay. So I think that my follow-up question will be, why not? What's
It's
holding you
already
back?
a long shot, and it's a lot of thinking, praying, which is one of the reasons why I came for this vision wedding event, so that I could put my thoughts into a concrete version of all the small ideas that I had in my head. So I thought that if I was in a corporate setting and somebody was asking me questions, it would be easier for me to put down my thoughts.
Amazing.
So if I knew that I was not going to fail, we would do 5 billion this year. Yes. Thank you.
So, okay, you know what? I would allow you sit, because I was going to ask if that was the only thing you wanted to. Like this is like a platter of gold. You have like so many things that you can put.
Many other things I'd like to do.
Okay, all right. So, like I said, I'll just allow you. So let me pass the mic to her.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
My name is Oyi.
Hi, Oyi.
So, growing up, I really wanted to be a pilot then. But if failure wasn't an option, the stage I am now, I would love to be the best and the most talk about event planner. Yes.
Amazing.
Even though it's a lot, but I'll get there.
Yes, and you will get there. So this year, you will be on your way. If you have not gotten there, you would be almost there. Yeah? All right. So my last question before we go into this one, and everyone has to answer it in their notebook. But if we have just one person that is brave enough to answer it, I really appreciate. And so, is anyone up to 70 years old here? Yeah? No? Okay. All right. So, let's assume that we were at our 70th birthday. Just quickly take your mind. Fast. So, you're 70 and, you know, your beautiful family is around you. That they've thrown a very beautiful party for you. You know, all the Ashoebi, Owambe, you know, the way we do it in Africa now. And then someone was asked, you know, to talk about you, the things that you've achieved, you know, up until your 70th birthday. What would you want them to say about you? Would you want to say, okay, I was an amazing mom, which is fantastic. I was an amazing dad. Or, you know, I was the best banker the world ever knew about. Or I was a philanthropist. Or, you know, so what are the things that you would want on your 70th birthday when people are talking about you would be consistent? Tommy saying, thank you so much. You can come forward. But yes, this assignment is for everyone to actually do within the next 2 minutes. Again, like I said, we can't finish everything because of time. These are questions that you'd have to go back and reflect on. But they are very, very important. Because guess what? When you begin to think about these things and write them down, you will realize that some things that are not, you know, relevant in the scheme of things, you begin to look at it and you're like, why am I even stressing myself over certain things? Why don't I put my energy into the things that matter? Right? Tommy saying, and somebody else, yeah, thank you. So,
good morning, everyone. My name is Oluwatomi. I work with Hagi Health. So, if my 70-year-old self was spoken to, as people talk about me when I'm 70-year-old, it would be that I gave hope, most especially to single women out there, right? People who have their children out of wedlock, and the society rejects people like us. I would like other people to say that because of you, I have hope again, and I am somebody in life.
Amazing. Please, a round of applause. A round of applause. I think that, please, can we pass the mic over? Oh, please come forward.
When I'm 70, I think I would like people to say that I was resilient, that I was kind, and that was very impactful.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have one more person. Let me pass the mic. Someone in front here.
I chop life.
I love it. You are my role model. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay, so when I'm 70, I would like people to say that they looked up to me because I didn't give up. Even with all the challenges and my health issue and everything, that I didn't give up, that I was there.
Amazing, 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 amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I hope that as we are thinking about these things, we are not based, it's not just because of what people are going to say about us. It's just confirmation of the things that have happened. And even you yourself, you believe and you know that, oh yes, what this person is saying is actually true, which is very, very important. Because I also don't want us to live here with the narrative of I want to achieve certain things so that people can talk about me. You should be able to own it and know that this is, you know, this is why I'm here. So, what is important to you? And then you're going to have to write that down. What are the things that are important to you, right? So we have the wheel of life, which is consistent growth. And, you know, for you to be here, it means that you've already even ticked and checked that box. So are you consistently progressing towards your goals? Every year, every month, you know, how are you chasing consistency in your growth? So for me, when I write down my goals for the year, I love to break them down into quarters and then break them down into months, right? Because sometimes, let's not lie, January, we are all very pumped up. We write all our goals for the year. But then by March is foul. Sometimes by like end of January, some people are already like, you know what, I cannot keep myself. So what happens is, for me, once I've written down I have my 20-year goal, then I have my 10-year, my 5-year, my 3-year, and then my 1-year goals. And so my 1 year, I then break it down further into 3 months. Because guess what? When everybody has forgotten about quarter, so this January, by April, right, I'm shouting, yay, happy new quarter. And that gives me that same excitement and ginger. That's what I do mentally, right? The same ginger that we get in January, that you're so excited and pumped. So I know that, okay, these 3 months, I go back, I reevaluate. What are the things that I said I was going to do in the last 3 months? Have I been able to achieve it? And companies do this, organizations do this, right? And these are companies, not to talk about your life. Your life is much more important than companies, than organizations. So you need to really take that seriously. So intimate relationships, right? Are you dedicating enough time to your significant other? If you don't have a significant other, who are the people that are important in your life in terms of relationship? Again, like I said, you can't do life in isolation. So your family, your friends, who are the people that are very important to you that you want to take the relationship to the next level? So in your finances, right? Are you growing your wealth or living paycheck to paycheck? So this year, what are you going to do differently that will make you earn more? Do you want to have various sources of income? Do you want to increase or improve your speed? Or our phones, if anybody's phone rings again, you will give me 5,000. 100K. So someone say 100K. Who said 100K? Who said, you said 100K? Yeah, you said 100K. Don't worry, you'll be my accountant. So anybody, just help me collect. We'll share the money. 80-20. I'll collect 80, you collect 20. All right. So your finances. So do you want to improve on your skills, so that you have more value and then you can charge even higher? Sometimes you don't even need so many sources of income. If only you can just even improve the current skills that you have, and that way you know that your value goes up and you can charge more. Spiritual health, right? Are you nourishing your soul and expressing gratitude? You know, you're Christian, you're Muslim, whatever it is that you believe in. How are you nourishing that? In terms of your career, are you dedicating enough time growing your career or your business? Now, if you go back, so for people that have been doing businesses for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, can you actually sit down and say, okay, I'm in my year 5 or I'm in my year 3. Has there been any significant growth between when I started and now? You know, as it is in Nigeria, it almost seems like the way economy is, like the economy is going this way, right? 1 million naira today is not the same as it was 5 years ago, right? In fact, I didn't want us to say like that so that it doesn't affect our mental health, but I get you. Even you can live here today and 1 million in the morning is not the same as 1 million in the evening. But I'm just, you get the point. So in terms of like your career or your business, what are the new innovations that you've put in place? Right? What are the new things? Now, as it is, there are many people coming into your industry, so the competition is getting tighter, getting tougher. But what makes the client keeps coming back to you? What makes you stand out in your career, in your office, that they know that they cannot do without you? Even if you tell them today that you are jackpotting to Canada or to Australia or to anywhere, they will find a way to reconstruct the policy of the company that even when you go, you will still be working from there, and they'll be paying you in hard-earned currency, even in currency rather. Even though they were not paying you hard currency here, but because they know that they cannot let you go just like that, right? Your physical health. So, this one, sometimes we just, I remember I was 2022 years, so this year is 2 years. I went to the pharmacy, and I just went to buy drugs for my daughter. And then I saw like 2 young girls. They were, at the pharmacy, they usually have like this scale that you can actually check your weight. And so like these 2 girls, they were just, one stepped on the scale. She was weighing 65. Another one, she was like, oh my God, I'm so fat. I said, okay. In my mind, I was minding my business because I was just trying to buy drugs. Then the second one stepped on it and she was like, I'm 60. Oh my God, I've added so much weight. I don't know the devil that pushed me. The devil actually pushed me. And I said, okay, me too. Let me even try. By the time I stepped on it, just a little stepping, I stepped and I gallant way. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what my weight was? 99. Those two girls, they just said, you are not so big, girl. I said, shut up. Just shut up. The next day I said, no. This because it's just remaining one. I entered 3 digits. I said, no, it can't be. What I was like doing, you know. The next day I went and I registered at the gym. And I said, this year I'm going to lose. So I said I'm going to lose 30 kg, yes. And so by the end of, so I was obviously going to the gym almost every 5 times in a week, you know, calorie deficits, worked on my diet, everything. And then I lost 25 kg. Round of applause. But the next year I added like 7 back. But I'm back on the journey, right? But guess what? Like I had to like put matters in my hands and actually go for it. I could have said, I want to lose weight, and then I'm not doing anything. I'm just looking at people that are going and their own is too much. And another thing that also inspired me was, I know I can be vain sometimes, Kate Enshaw. And I said, this lady, she's in her 50s, right? And I know there's somebody here as well. I just don't want to mention her. I don't want to call her. I don't want to look in that direction. She's also, you know, she's looking amazing. Man, let's just celebrate you. Let's just celebrate you. And our grandma here as well. These 2 of them. They look amazing, right? And I'm like, how old am I? I'm still in my early 30s. They can't be greeting me, good afternoon, ma, how are you? And so I needed to work on my health. So I said when I'm 50, when I'm 60, I want to be running around with my grandchildren, you know, not after like 5 steps. I'm like, what's happening, right? So yes, and then fun and excitement. And that's why I said, grandma is my role model. If you know me, if you know anything by me, enjoyment is my motto. We must enjoy, because you can't just be working. They're telling you, you're a kind woman, you're a powerful man, you are a this, you are a that, you look out for people around you. But then yourself, then you're looking at yourself and you're like, why am I working, right? Jesus Christ did not come to die for us just so that we will suffer. We need to enjoy ourselves, because that way we are inspired and motivated to continue this journey, right? Are you making enough time to do the things that you love doing, right? For me, I've set up things that I've written down, things that I want to do that is outside of the things that I currently do. And coincidentally, I think it was last year that I was speaking to one of my friends that is a producer and a director, and I said, I actually want to go into acting, like just film. Like, so if it's just a waka pass role that you want to give me, like I just want to explore and experience. Like, it's not something, I've never acted drama before, even when people were doing that at a much younger age. And interestingly, I think I did one content with somebody like a few days ago, and then I just started getting lots of, oh my God, Nollywood is calling you. I sent her a message straight. I said, can you see? I already have evidence for you. And she said, don't worry, in my next film, you will be inside. I said, that's fantastic, right? I also want to like paint. I feel like I cannot draw to save my life. But guess what? Once my heart is in it, and once your heart is in it, if you decide, once there is a will, there'll always be a way. So what are the things that you feel like would give you excitement? Forget about the hustling and bustling of Lagos. Forget about the bills. Even though after you finish imagining, the reality will still come back to you. But just, you know, give yourself that space, and like 1 hour, 2 hours, if you can, you know, maybe once in a day, once in a week, as often as you can. Just think about it. What are the things that I would love to do if all of these things are not a constraint? Then contribution, right? Are you contributing to something greater than yourself? Now, I say that success is beautiful, but significance is better. I always say that, right? So why are we amassing all this wealth? You get a particular level in life where you can afford almost everything that you want. You know, a nice car, a nice house, you know, your children go to good schools, you can go on vacation once in a year or twice in a year. But then after that, what else? There's so much more to life than just me, right? So when you live a life of impact, you realize that, you know, you live a fulfilling life. Have you heard of billionaires that commit suicide? And you're thinking, with all this money, why are you dying? Just give me 10% like this. It can never be me. And then you hear on the other end of missionaries, people that don't really have so much, but they go maybe to like Sambisa for rest, or they go to the north and they are preaching the gospel. They are there, they are teaching children. You know, I remember my dad went to Mayflower and he used to tell us that, you know, missionaries from whether it was from England or from wherever, they come and then they teach them. They go into like the interior of Ogun State to teach them. I mean, like, you realize that that kind of person will be living a more fulfilling life than someone that has all the money but is not living a life of impact. So when you live here today, think about it. No matter how little it is, it can be your security guard can decide that, okay, you know what, every Monday or every 2 days, I can decide to cook, and it will not take you any. It won't cost you anything. I will just cook an extra plate of food and give it to them, and then by that you begin to increase your level of impact. You can decide. Sometimes when people come and have you seen or have you realized that some people come to you and then they're like, oh my God, like, you know, I need so much help, I need this, I need that, and then you now ask them that, how much do you need? They're like, maybe 10,000 or 15,000, and you are thinking that's like money that you can go with your girlfriends to a restaurant, and in fact you won't pay more than that, right? But then if you see that, take that money and then make it so it is somebody's life, it will go a long way. I hope we're all writing down. So we'll soon move into our workbook, right? Family and friends, I've spoken about that, and then our emotional health, right? So we'll just quickly move into our workbook for this session. So let's take it from the end. Now, I know I'd already told you to imagine, you know, you at 70, but now you can now reverse back, come back, and imagine that today is December 31st of 2024. So today is January 31st of 2024. Now we are imagining that it is December 31st, 2024. Everybody's shouting, oh, last day of the year, you know, there's all the traffic happening for watch night service, crossover, all of that is happening. And then you're looking back at the accomplishments of the year and how the year unfolded for you in the area of family, business, and career goals, financial goals, personal development goals, spirituality, your holiday, friendships. I remember it was 2022. I wrote in my vision board, I said I wanted to travel to 4 countries. By the time it was December, when I was now doing like an audit, I realized that I traveled to 12. Exactly. And even me, I was like, okay, when I was setting this 4, it looked like it was a lot, but then I ended up going to 12, even though some were, you know, this like Schengen, where you just go to one place and then you can quickly go to like 3 neighboring countries. But yes, I still entered the 12, right? So what does the year what does it look like to you at December 31st, 2024? So that's our first. We'll take that. So you're crafting what the end goal looks like for you. So in areas of family, it can be 1, 2, 3 things that you want to have been able to achieve in terms of your family, the relationship with your family, in terms of business and career goals, financial goals, personal development goals. So you can adopt this actually. As I reflect on, so you can just write this out. As I reflect on December 31st, 2024, I see myself achieving great success in the area of, you can write that down. What area do you see yourself achieving great success? The year has been a journey of personal growth, personal advancement, and I am proud of the strides that I have made in ... So it could be in the realm of family, business, career, financial goals. And I have experienced positive changes and transformation. So you should already be seeing yourself being transformed in all of these areas, right? One of my most fulfilling achievements has been one of my most fulfilling achievements, has been in where I have dedicated time to, new practices, positive habits. These efforts have positively impacted. So you put specific areas. Do we all have the workbook? We all have the workbook, yeah? Okay, yeah. So during the holiday, so you can already imagine yourself either in Mauritius, Maldives, Singapore, UK, Dubai. You know, if you don't have another passport, sure, you can't really enter Dubai yet, sure. But you get my point. So during the holiday, you describe memorable experiences that you have, creating lasting memories with loved ones, and then you talk about how this has strengthened your bond with whoever you went with, whether it with yourself or with your friend or with your spouse or with your church member. I don't know who you want to carry on your trip with. And then looking back, the challenges that I faced in certain areas, so you put the challenging areas, have taught me valuable lessons. And that's one key thing that I also need us to take from here. Don't let your pain and your challenges go to waste. So whatever it is that you go through this year, nobody prays for bad things to happen or challenges to happen. But it's even in the good book that these things would come. But it will be even sadder that you went through that pain or through that challenge and nothing good comes out of it. And that's why for me, my mindset is extremely important. I always see the positive in everything, whether good, whether bad. So this thing happened, all right, I'm not going to, what have I learned so that it doesn't happen the next time? And if you are being truthful to yourself, sometimes you realize that that thing even happened because of you, what you had done. Either maybe, you were less experienced in that thing, and then, the mistakes, the decisions that you took kind of like put you in that. You tell yourself the truth and say, okay, so that this doesn't happen anymore, I will upgrade my skills so that I can make better and informed decisions later. Okay, maybe the challenges that you went through, they were out of your control. How can I avoid this from happening again? So looking back, the challenges I faced in challenging areas have taught me valuable lessons, and I have overcome obstacles by... Is that somebody's phone ringing? I think that I'm about to be 1,000, about to collect 100,000. And I've overcome obstacles by adopting positive strategies. And as a result, I feel more resilient and empowered and ready to face new opportunities, right? So regardless of what is happening, has happened and will happen, I grow and blossom all the way. So I'll allow you to fill your workbook, creating what the end goal looks like from here in terms of all this, what is important to you, like the wheel of life that I had explained earlier. So we just have about 5 minutes to do this, and then we'll be going on our first break. So envision and create your future from your future, not your past. So look towards the future. And then first focus on your financial area of your life. Visualize your ideal job or career. Just visualize these things. Focus on your free time, recreation time, vacation. What is the ideal vision of your body and your physical health? And as much as possible, please be very specific. So in terms of like health, for example, don't just say, I want to lose weight. Put the number of kilograms you want to lose. Say, oh, for example, I want to lose 20. Can you say you want to lose weight? If you just lose 1 kg, you didn't lose or you not lose? You lost, right? But is that the goal that you want? No. In terms of your finances, okay, this is how much I'm earning now, but this is how much I want to earn. Put the figures, don't be afraid. Again, like I said, if failure was not an option, what would you put? How will we get there? That was another conversation. We will get there, right? The personal areas, what about your spiritual life? So, you've told God that as you enter into this year, you will be doing your devotion from between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. You read your Bible, you speak in tongues, you pray. But today is January 31st. If you quickly look back, have you been consistent with that, right? You said, oh, I'm going to win X number of souls for Christ this year. And January has already gone. How many souls have we one for Christ. Finally, focus on the community that you live in. So for this one is impact. So commit to doing something impactful. And you don't have to wait till maybe your birthday or one significant moment or something happening in your life. You can start from tomorrow. Tomorrow is February 1st. So we can start tomorrow. In fact, you can even start today as you're living today. Right? We've passed that era where you buy a new dress and you say you're waiting for Christmas Day to launch it. This, as we are like this, launch it immediately, because life is for the living. Are we almost done? So December 31st, 2024. Will you be happy with yourself? Or will you be happy with yourself? Because I'm not going to give you the second option. It's you are happy or you are happy. You are fulfilled or you are fulfilled. It's no, all of us here. If we are not careful, we will set accountability group where we hold one another. And if anybody is not doing what they're supposed to do, me, I like money, so it's me you just be paying the money too. I'll help you spend it. When I'm spending it, I'll be telling you that I'm spending it in the right area for you. So we have no other option but to thrive. No what? No grief for anybody. No even grief for yourself, because sometimes you might even be the one that is stopping you. Your mindset, you need to stretch it. Stretch it. If just for a split second, in terms of your finances, just imagine that I'm Dangote. Just quickly, not this hair, I'm wearing everything. Just quickly remove it and replace me with Dangote. I'm standing in front of you now, and I'm proposing to you and saying that in the area of your business, I want to transform your business, but I need you to give me a quick business plan on what you're going to do. I'm going to give you $10 million. What are you going to use that $10 million to do? Are you going to faint first? Or quickly go and give testimony in church? What are you going to do? So stretch your mind, stretch it. Actually, you are much more than you think you are. So I remember, I think it was, so I got married in I should not be like men that don't used to remember their wedding anniversaries. So sorry to the many. I know people are different. 2011. And I think it was 3 years after, my husband and I decided that, okay, you know what, we're in this Lagos, and if we're not careful, we might continue to pay rent for a very long time. So let's see how we can build our house or get our house. And this was, so we used to live at 1004 at the time. And we, like I said, we had been married. No. I think it was even the next year after we got married. And we still wanted to do that building project for the next 3 years. By our 4th year in marriage, we should have completed that project. And so at the time, I was still doing 9 to 5, working. And my husband was working at KPMG at the time. And I think maybe salary was like 120K. So my husband was, how are we going to do this, right? And he went to banks, In fact, he would say that by the time he gets to the reception, when he tells them that, oh, this is what I've come for, they will ask me, how much is your salary? He tells them, they say, I don't even bother to meet anybody. Just be going, go and work on yourself. When you have more money, you come back. And so, but then we kept on having this, lofty dream that we're going to get our house. And how are we going to do it? So, I remember we're also talking to, different people. And that's one thing that you also need to note, right? So when you have like these goals, these dreams, what are people that you can speak to, that will speak life to you, that would encourage you, but not somebody that if you tell it to, because the dream is even bigger than them, they can already kill it. And not because they don't love you or they don't like you, but because they are not even equipped and they don't have the capacity to even think, in the direction that you're thinking, and then they can just kill it. So one of the people that we're telling found out that there was this project that they were doing, and we needed to deposit no, before we even deposited the money. So they had two options. It's either we got and this was like 2014, either we got the house that was 28 million, but it was a 3-bedroom flat, or we got a 4-bedroom duplex that was 33 million. 28 million, no. 33 million, no. 1 million, no. We did not have. Which one do you think that we went for? Eh? Thank you very much. That's why I like this class. You are big dreamers. And so my husband came to meet me and said, this is what it is, that should we go for the 28 million? I said, why would we go for the 28 million? We don't have 28 million, we don't have 33 million. I want to use faith for it. I want to go. Let's use big faith and chase the bigger one. And my husband was like, that's true. And so we needed to pay down payment 5M at the time. And the person that had told us about this project said because they saw how, we were extremely serious about it, that they would gift us that money. And so the person did the 5M. And so the developer said we needed to be paying 1M every month for the next 24 months or something, and then we'll now pay the balance. We're not looking at ourselves that 1M every month. Which salary? First of all, our combined salary together was maybe like 200,000 or something at the time. And then we had a child, we still needed to do other things. But then we said, okay, we should have started. 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, we did not pay 1 dime. Because we did not have it, right? But we had already paid the 5M already, and we still believed, and we're still growing, in our careers, in our businesses. Now, along the line, my business had picked up, his career, he had also moved in rank, but it was still not enough to pay for this house. And so I remember there was a year, I think this had now gone on for like 4 years or so. And then the company now said, see, we have tried for you. And by this time, obviously, you can imagine that dollar, all of that, it will pay the company to even pay us back the 5M and then sell that property to somebody else at a higher value. And so that month, they were telling us that they needed to refund our monies and that, thank you so much for doing business with us. And we're like, we've come so far. Like for 4 years, we've been trying and this hasn't happened. And so it's not like, but as a child of God, if anything happens, I just say. So that same, I think it was the week to when they were going to refund us the money, that the developer had an issue where one of their buildings collapsed, right, while they were constructing. And so it now turned to people started asking them, they wanted a refund, that they didn't trust in the brand anymore and all that. So they were trying to put out all of that fire, and then they completely forgot about us. And then in the same month, my husband's company now brought out a policy that if you've reached up to 4 years, they can give you a mortgage, and then you pay only 4% of it. And my husband was turning 4 years that week. So everything was just like aligning. And so when people were trying to get the monies off from them, we now went back and told them that, oh, by the way, we now have the money. Do you want or you don't want? And they were like, okay, yes, sure. And they did all of their due diligence and all that. And, we paid. Now, the company where my husband was working at the time said that, you could spread for 15 years. But my husband and I said, why would we spread for 15 years? No, within the next 3 years, we will complete these payments. And it wasn't even up to that. And we settled and we paid for it. And that's how, where we're currently living is our own home. I thought you would clap for that, right? But guess what? If we didn't think that we should go on that audacious journey, we probably might not be here now. Because guess what? Every year, prices keeps going up, and then we keep getting scared that, oh my God, can we do this? Because that same property is now worth over 100 million, right? So we decided I want to sell it now, and I don't know, go somewhere. It's what that. And that's just one of the many things that I can just give as an example about the power of visioning. Now, when I look back at the goals that I set 5, 6, 7 years ago, I realized that I'm already living it. They've already happened. If anyone hasn't happened yet, I doubt that anyone hasn't happened yet. And so that's the power of dreaming and setting a big vision for ourselves. So are we done with the first section. Almost done. Okay, you're listening to my gist. It was just so that you can be writing, so that we are not just silent. Okay, so I'll give us like 2 more minutes to write. Then we'll go on a break. Sorry, what? The remaining 50%, things just begin to align. As they say, the universe begins to align. It's just you can say, oh, she's into events. She can say, I want to. Have you done a project for Dangote before? Not yet. Okay. Do you want me to prophesy for you? Okay. If I prophesy, how much will you give? I'm trying the other sources of income. If I need to get it. Okay, so yes, you get it. And but then you have that on your vision board. But then you now begin to ask yourself, even though, because I'm a person of faith, I usually like to work and operate from a place of ease. So I'm not stressing myself. That time when you're stressing yourself and saying, oh, how am I going to do this? Who do I need to meet to connect me, to this? Networking is fine. It's beautiful. I'm up for it. If you know me, I always talk about it strongly. But I also know that there's also a place where people can talk about you in rooms where you are not in. But let's also not remove the place of excellent work. So right now, the things that you're doing, are they excellent? Not that if you're doing mediocre work and they're expecting that the kings will come to your rising. No. As I'm a Christian, if somebody brings mediocre work to me, I'll tell you that I'm so sorry, I cannot accept it. And both of us, we might even be sitting there in church together. I will greet you. Praise the Lord, sister. Praise the Lord, brother. But this thing is nonsense. So you just have to work on your own service offering. That if anybody should meet you anywhere, you know that you are ready, right? So all of the other things, how you're going to meet him or how your name is going to come up, will then begin to work in the background, right? But you need to then focus on what is important, because you get the job. It's one thing for you to get a job and another thing for you to keep it as well. So you get there, but God forbid, you now say, it's Dangote, they give you 100 million naira contract. You now say, no, I'm going to keep 80 million, the remaining 20 million now, let me just do the work, and you do it shabbily. No problem. It's Dangote now. Money is not a problem. Last, you call another person. They will rework the work that you have done. But do you think they will call you again? No, they wouldn't. So I always say that please ensure that whatever it is that you do, when you are not there or whether you are there, or let it be. Have you seen on Instagram, maybe you're scrolling through a picture of maybe a photographer or a makeup artist. Before you even see the credit, you already know whose job it is. Has it happened to you before? Yeah. That person has done so much work, in the quality of the work that they put out. So we are moving to the next section in our workbook.